Yo, how much a guy have to make to date you?
He has to make me smile, me feel appreciated. It don't matter about all that money shit. Nah, because y'all be having money and y'all be goofy as hell. Y'all don't know how to talk to a bitch. Y'all weird as hell for real. Y'all weirdos.
We've come up with a few things that we're gonna ask for, and you can present to me whether you guys are amenable to what we want. First is trying to contract to lump sum alimony up front. Yeah.
How much are we talking about here?
Well, Sherelle's proposing $3 million a year.
$3 million a year?
That you will pay on your wedding anniversary every year.
Yo, this woman has set up $3 million. She trying to set up $3 million a year payment on the wedding anniversary just to remind him of the day he made the worst decision of his life. And every year she wants it to cost him $3 million.
I have never in my life seen so many men fucked up over $50.
Yo, I never understand how a girl could come online and complain about niggas that don't want to give her $50.
See, the type of men that I deal with don't have a problem with that. They wipe their ass with $50. Okay.
I'm pretty sure the guys that are wiping $50 with their ass are also wiping your face with their ass too. How about that?
Hey, it's okay. You can find a girl that you can give $10 to, $15 to, $20 to, $5 to for free. I don't know. Invite her over for ramen or whatever the fuck. But
I don't get, if you got guys that are giving you this money, why are you online complaining about the men that don't want to give it to you, huh?
y'all in these comments assuming my entire life based on my background and a real bare minimum amount of money.
If it's a bare minimum money, why don't you got it, huh?
That I mentioned. Date in your tax bracket, one. And why the fuck would I show you my real life, where I rest my head at, where I work at, what I do?
Tell us the truth!
All right, what's good, YouTube? It's your man, Book of AlphaRonomy, a.k.a. Doc BOA. Yep, I got time today. Chad Ocho Cinco is a very interesting character. I mean, he's a frugal man who barely spent any of the millions he made in his NFL career, so he's financially situated. He's been in a couple of tumultuous relationships because he keeps picking the same type of Hispanic scallywags, right? Now, we've heard the story about how he and Relle, she got with him and they were about to get married and, then they didn't get married. But in this clip, they sat down with their lawyers and discussed a prenuptial agreement. And I want you to listen to how adamant this woman is about securing his bag, even though she already has her own. See, I think what Chad doesn't understand is that he's looking for a wholesome woman, and he thinks because he doesn't date black women, he's going to find her. But any nationality or race of woman who's been raised in America has the exact same toxicity, the exact same. So let's listen to this exchange, man, and we'll come back and chop it up on a real tip.
You guys been here too long? Did we make you wait too long? No. Perfect. Good. What are we starting off with? Like, do we have an idea? Are you guys just gonna go?
We let ladies go first as always.
We do have a date set for our marriage, and before we start anything, we just have to come to agreement with everything that I want before we jump the room and everything that he wants.
I like that. This is a good start. Did you notice what she said? We have a date set for marriage. She didn't say a wedding. Those are two completely different things.
The wedding's an expensive part.
The part he skipped over is that she said, we need to come to agreement on everything I want before we jump the broom. She's talking to Chad like he's a simp, and he's overlooking it because in his mind, he's supposed to simp for her like that. She's supposed to be able to talk to him like that.
Fucking love you.
With all that said, we need a prenuptial agreement. We've come up with a few things that we're going to ask for, and you can present to me whether you guys are amenable to what we want. First is trying to contract to lump sum alimony up front. Yeah.
How much are we talking about here?
Well, Sherelle's proposing $3 million a year.
$3 million a year?
That you will pay on your wedding anniversary every year.
Yo, this woman has set up $3 million. She trying to set up $3 million a year payment on the wedding anniversary just to remind him of the day he made the worst decision of his life. And every year she wants it to cost him $3 million.
I don't like that. I mean, we would definitely have to count.
So what is the alimony number you're proposing?
In my opinion, with your lifestyle, we're looking at $15,000
A month?
a month.
Absolutely, not a year.
Alimony comes down to income. And I know that my client does really well for herself.
She does.
But would you argue that she's a higher income earner than you are?
Right now?
Correct.
During this time?
Yes.
She is.
When we talk, call it even. No $3 million, no $15,000.
No.
Problem solved.
Simple.
So we're waiving alimony, is that what you're
Just
suggesting?
waiving alimony.
Altogether.
You come in with marriage as you were, and you leave as
So
you were.
whatever you came with, that's what you leave with.
There is a certain asset that might be highly contentious for you, which is your podcast.
That's a non-negotiable. The podcast is not going to be touched. The podcast is something that he's grown on his own with his business partners.
And I'm part of the business partner.
But it's Chad's podcast.
You are not contractually signed to us at all.
It doesn't matter.
Now, I want you to remember her saying she's a part of the podcast. And then let's hear the exchange about what she contributes to his podcast versus what he's contributed to her brand. I want y'all to listen in closely.
So are you saying that Cheryl hasn't contributed to the success of your podcast? Is that what you're saying?
Sherelle has a small part in popping in and out of it.
I told him I'm taking over nightcap. Nice.
Okay.
Look at it. See how you coming in hating? I'm going to add the rail on top of there.
Right, y'all laughing now. You creating a monster. You don't even realize it. No, sir.
He a hater.
But she hasn't contributed to the success
That
of our
sounds like a
show.
contribution.
No, that's not a
Excuse me,
contribution.
that's a contribution. That's like asking his guests
Goddamn
to have an
contribution.
interest in this podcast in perpetuity.
Guests normally are signed contractually, and there's a clearance to have them on.
Yeah,
So
we're
you think
together.
she's an intruder in the
So,
podcast?
no.
She doesn't even have to appear on the podcast to contribute
She
to
doesn't
it.
have to. But you said
Just
she
being
contributed
your
to the
wife is a
success.
contribution.
You said she contributed to the success of our podcast, which is incorrect.
I do.
Now, listen to that woman just said she doesn't have to be on the podcast to contribute to it, just being your wife. But she's not his wife. That's what they sit and talk about now. They're talking about a prenuptial agreement before they get married.
So she's not supporting you in this endeavor. Is that what you're saying?
Supporting, yes.
She is supporting you.
Supporting.
So that's creating value.
I was with you before the podcast even came along.
Oh, wow. We missed that part.
How much do you value your percentage? Because I know from conversations with Chad, the client wants a percentage of your business.
No, that's definitely not fucking happening.
Why not?
The business was there before we got together.
So I didn't help at all with your
Yes,
business?
what? No, you helped
I didn't help
after.
at all?
You didn't help create it. No, you did not.
Forget about the creating part. I didn't put money towards your business and things that you want to do.
That's any relationship, just like I put money towards yours.
Now, when it comes to the woman, that's any relationship. You should give that to me. You should invest in my business. That's why I tell you guys, these suckers out here telling you, man, to invest in a woman and do all of that. No, man, you invest in you. The woman's job is to come into your life and be a helpmeet. She should be investing all of her time, effort, and energy into being a helpmeet for you. This is what happens when a woman has her own agenda and comes into your life and you let her ass right on in.
Exactly the point. He wants a percentage of your business.
Well,
because
I need a
he's helping
percentage
grow.
of his. If we get married and something happens, we may have somebody trying to reevaluate the funds. Oh, they making money. Let me take his ass back to court and up the whatever it is. So,
Okay. So he wants 25% of your business, and you want 25% of his business.
That's what it is then.
So it seems like you guys want the same thing percentage-wise, so why not waive that as well?
My business was created before Chad.
But it was enhanced
Chad's
by Chad.
business was created when we got together. Big difference.
Big difference.
Your business, you haven't seen a boom in your business after being in a relationship.
You lost your mind. I was that bitch before I got with Chad.
There you go. This woman sitting at a table talking to this man attorney saying you lost your mind. I was that B before I got with Chad. That at that point right there, that's when you know you messed up. But you guys want these type of women. You want women with this masculine energy, with this aggressive nature. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. The majority of you men have never had a feminine woman in your life. That's why you're so caught up in chasing hoes, because you've never had a feminine woman in your lifetime.
So
Let's make that clear.
So you're saying that she's worth less than what she's asking for. That's what you're saying.
I am saying that percentage is ridiculous.
It's
that
not
percentage
ridiculous.
is out of this world. He's not going
So
to
what do
agree.
you counter?
A percent.
Do you show homes, Chad? Do you go out? Are you a realtor? Do you have your real estate license?
No.
No. Okay. Do you show homes on behalf of Sherelle?
No.
We're not getting married if it's 1%, and I'll speak for Sherelle on that.
That's fucking ridiculous. 1%.
Well, it sounds like that might push back your wedding date.
That's fine. That's normal.
There's one issue we haven't brought up, and I think it's an infidelity clause. It's standard in prenups. So if you were to cheat, it'd be $500,000 penalty to you.
This makes no sense.
Why?
Because this basically tells me she's really not ready to get married. Not ready to get married.
That's basically what it tells you, Chad. This woman is not ready to get married. This woman is ready to secure the bag that comes from being married. This entire situation is about the bag for her, man. And I'm telling you, bro, that's why as a man, you cannot settle for an Americanized woman. It don't matter where you get her from in the world, any woman who's Americanized. If you go to another culture and there's a woman who just dying to get to America, she can't wait to get to America, or either, England, she can't wait to get to the West. She can't wait to get to this culture. She can't wait to be somewhere where she can just drink wine every day, and she can hang out and party every day, and she can freak around and sleep around as much as she wants to every day. She's Americanized. You have to wait and search. If you want a wife, and I'm telling Chad and all you other guys, if you want a wife, you got to wait and you got to search the world for a wife. Your ass is not limited to America. How you going to be a rich dude and be limited to America? Obviously, Chad likes Hispanic women. Go to Spain. Go to Mexico. Go to Puerto Rico. All you got to do is go somewhere. Go to Latin America, South America. Go somewhere, bruh. What are we doing? Why are you dealing with the same scallywagness because you're trying to deal with Hispanic Americanized women? Something wrong with you dudes, man. And this is the thing. If you're going to be with an Americanized woman, this is what she wants. She wants you to yada awakening her to death. That's what she wants. She wants you to give her $250,000 a year or whatever. That's what she wants. And we live in a society where y'all are letting these simps, man, dictate to y'all what y'all supposed to be. You got guys right here talking about, well, the alpha male doesn't exist. There's no such thing as an alpha wolf. No, but there's a such thing as an alpha lion. There's a such thing as that's a such thing as an alpha hippo. I don't know what y'all talking about. But these are the type of things that happen in the society. You know what? We're going to do a show today. You know what our show today is going to be called? Our show today is going to be called The True Burden of Being an Alpha Male. As a father and leader in a society where even the men want to be women. That's what we're going to talk about. And it's going to hurt some feelings, boy, but we're going to take a deep dive on that thing today, man, because I'm sick of this foolishness right here, man. Everything we're trying to do as men to push young men forward and help them understand the pitfalls of this life. You got a whole group of men who just side with women and say, let's destroy these young men. Let's make them all do what Chad Ocho Cinco is doing. He's trying to force himself to invite a woman into his life who hates him and just sees him as an opportunity to do the manly thing and continue her own legacy. I want y'all to understand something. You're destroying your own self by employing a woman like this in the business that is your life. She ain't good enough to be a girlfriend. She ain't good enough to be a side piece. And damn sure ain't good enough to be a wife. And any woman like her fits into that same box. Stop compromising your present and your future for a woman that you only see through the eyes of Kama Sutra. All she gonna do is use you.